It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Minnesota Timberwolves. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. As we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Down low, here's Wembanyama. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Edwards' shot is good. Edwards got the game going here with the first basket for Minnesota.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Pass to Castle. There's the drive. Takes the 13-footer and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fox with it. Pass to Wembanyama. For the three. He can't get that one to fall.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Coach, only two players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
For three, Edwards. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got 7.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The kick out to Fox. The rebound by Edwards.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 3. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Pass to Castle. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery, Stan, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Pass to Castle. And that one, good.
Castle has some of the best body control you'll see in this rookie class.
And here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
That's a 2 from Barnes. Here's Fox. And the layup is good.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Here's Alexander Walker. And another 3 for Minnesota. And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. 7-point differential. Wembanyama outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
No good on the second free throw. Inside. There's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Pass to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Spurs trail by 8. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there. Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Here's Castle. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Conley with it. He's picked up by Paul. Shot's good by Shannon.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate.
Here's Paul. Good. Paul's got his first 2 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Reed. Fires the 3. This ball grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 10. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Castle. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Kicks it out to Paul. Takes the three. Miller grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 10. Back to Conley. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot's good by Shannon.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
And how about CP finding space around the rim?
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Shannon. He has 5. Over to the wing. Conley with a wide open look. And the three off target. Johnson outside. Paul surveying the floor. A three-pointer is right on target. Paul's got 7 now in this quarter.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Conley with the three from beyond the arc and then some. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Reed misses.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Branham. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. San Antonio making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Conley. 29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the wide open shot from Reed. Connects from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. Offside Fox. It's hauled in by Shannon. Right wing. Fires from deep. Good. And Miller gets the assist. And it's a 10-point Minnesota lead. Here's Branham. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Miller, no luck. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 10. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run. A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Reed misses. Wembanyama left side. Barnes right side. Hands it from downtown. Barnes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Reed gets the bucket.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Fox from deep. Barnes can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 7. Pass to Reed. Here's DiVincenzo. Barnes grabs the miss. Here's San Antonio now. Here's Castle. Covered by Miller. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Pass to Gobert. Alexander Walker with the ball. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Fox with it. Picked up by Edwards. Now Fox. Wembanyama outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nobody near Barnes. Bangs home the trifecta. Now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the
Wembanyama jackhammers it in.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Gobert, the screen. Knocked loose. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards with it. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Castle. Back to Wembanyama. For the tie. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Back to Edwards. Fires for 3. He can't get that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. For the lead, he takes it up and lays it in. Fox has got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
Back to McDaniel. Misses in close. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on an 18-6 run. Over in the corner, Barnes. Johnson outside. Here's Wembanyama. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his third foul of the game. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. 19 seconds left in the third. Pass to Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Now here's Barnes to the inside. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 6 points.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
And
44.
well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Yes, to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Spurs leading by 6. Fox looking it over. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Edwards. Edwards flies in to cap off the break. What hustle!
And right there, Edwards shows you his ability to impact both sides of the ball.
Over to the left wing. A pass to Fox. Now Wembanyama. Defended by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves trail by 4. And here's Reed. Here's Randall. Outside Edwards. Now Reed. Clock is at 3. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Edwards can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Here's Reed. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Wembanyama with it. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Watch out for Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Both teams will make substitutions. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
You have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Pass to Barnes. The kick out to Fox. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Spurs working the ball around now. Fox, no good. To end the run. Gets the three-pointer to fall. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Outside Fox. .133 left to play in the final quarter. It's stolen by Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. And it's Vassell picking him up. Here's Randall. Makes it off the glass.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Here's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. To the paint. Here's Castle. Outside for Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Castle. Outside for Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. The wide open look here for Fox. Drills the three-pointer. Fox has got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And an intentional foul right there.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10.
2 shots.
And so
Yeah, GG.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Violation. Minnesota ball.
And he's good on the 3-ball. And so it's San Antonio with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends,